Hello kittens and welcome back to another fabulous episode of Kitty Powers Bears All with me, Kitty Powers, your friendly local video game developing drag queen. I'm here today with my brother Allan. Hello Allan.
Hey Kitty, what's up?
Well, it's been a busy week. I've been working at Media Molecule on their new game, which you've probably seen on the interweb. And we've been busy finishing Kitty Powers Love Life, which we're going to show you a little bit of today. We've got a very developed town for you this week, haven't we, Allan?
Yeah, it's pretty. Where are we? Level 7 now. We've got level 7 Kitty Towers.
Yes.
We've got 3 couples in town.
We have 3 houses. 2 of them are actually larger than your standard house. And some of our clients are 3-star, I think. Let's have a look. We've got Cordelia and Liam, who are at home. Everyone's at home. Kyla Beanridge and Otis Genwhistle. And Leonard Hoopboot, and Sean Cobbleheart. So, Cordelia and Liam are married already. Kyla and Otis have just moved in together, so they're only level 1. And Leonard and Sean are also level 1 partners, that's right. So we haven't got any level 3. We'll be showing you that in another episode.
We have
the
got
wedding.
level 3, we need level 2.
Have we? Oh yes, they're level 3.
Level 3,
of course they are. Silly me. Silly Kitty, I wasn't paying attention. I should do my job properly, shouldn't I? Luckily there's no one to tell me off.
No.
Anyway. So yes, the game is coming together. At the moment we're putting in tutorials so that all you lovely people can be nicely guided into the game. We're getting some achievements in. So it's the final finishing touches.
We're in the last 100-yard sprint of a marathon.
Yes, it's been a long time.
We're exhausted, but we're dragging our weary bodies over the line.
We've got music in the game now, haven't we?
Yeah, very nice music.
And we've also got my new look in the game. We've upgraded my look to something you may have seen at DragCon.
So what are we going to talk about today anyway?
Today we're going to talk about problems.
Problemos.
Problems.
Everyone has
problems. Most of them are small, insignificant things to most people, but to you they may seem like a mountain, not a molehill. So anyway, look, we've got several people with problems. In the kitty box, this button here with the paper sheets, like a clipboard, is their case file, which takes you directly to where their problems are.
Yeah, that's like a shortcut straight to the case file.
So we've got Cordelia and Liam have a problem each. Kyla's got a problem. Sean's got 2 problems.
Sean's got 2 problems going on.
Now, I had her in the office yesterday, and I failed to diagnose her properly, so she walked off in disgust. And she wouldn't answer any more diagnoses questions.
She clammed up because we'd interrogated her too much.
Yes, so because of that, we've had to wait till today in order to talk to her again. So what we're going to do, here's Sean, look, this is her case file. Shows that she's got 2 unknown problems. And she's also following some advice about someone else's. So her partner, Liam, has got a problem with her occupation. So they've had a compromise, which we'll talk about later. She's not talking about her occupation in order to get rid of his problem.
He has a problem with her occupation.
Yes. So this is problems and advice. This is the case file. But anyway, let's talk about the love meter now. So on the love meter, it does, as Allan rightly said, show your problem pips, we call them.
Problem pips.
When they're red, it means the problem's undiagnosed and it's currently actively worrying them, and they'll be wasting their time worrying and not doing things that they enjoy.
So they will. You can uncover a problem and find out what it is, but if you don't give them any advice to follow, they'll still worry about it, and the problem pips will still be red.
Yes. Now, when they've been diagnosed problems and you've given them advice, they go orange. Is that correct?
That's right, and they stop worrying about it, and yes, the problem pips go orange.
So if we look in her kitty feed, we can see here, look.
She's worrying.
She's worrying. This is what these things are, look. Some things get on my nerves, but that's normal, isn't it? I really wanted to play the violin, but I'm worried, so I know I won't enjoy it. I think I'll give it a miss.
Oh dear.
So because she's got 2 problem pips, she's wasting a lot of time worrying, which is going to make her unhappy. Because each time she worries, her mood goes down. So let's get her into the
office for an emergency,
for an emergency
counselling session.
She's got a slot. We can replace hanging around in the woods.
Yeah, at 11 o'clock. What's she doing hanging around in the woods at 11
Who
o'clock?
knows what she's doing? She's probably foraging for mushrooms. Anyway, let's have a look. She should be popping in any second. Here she comes.
Here she
in
comes.
the little blue car.
No,
Oh,
it's
it's
the yellow car.
one. Here she is. Hello, darling. Come inside. Come into the office. Let's have a little chat. Hi. Hi, darling. Let's talk about your problems.
Couple of
do her
problems.
voice?
Yes, I've got a couple of problems I'd like to get to the bottom of.
Let's pick a problem. So Sean, what's your biggest unknown problem?
Well, Julie, I'm not really sure how to put it.
So the way this works, kittens, is that we're now diagnosing her problem, her biggest problem. So she's got two, but we're trying to find out which one is her biggest one. And you can see here on the right-hand side, you've got the kitty feed, her kitty feed, and her bio have appeared for us to reference.
Oh, she's a 3-star character.
Now also, this works a bit like the game 20 Questions in that you get 3 lives. If you ask them the wrong question 3 times, they will get discombobulated and say they won't speak to you again.
They're just too
about
confused.
problems.
I don't want to discuss it anymore.
Well, they'll say they won't discuss it till the following day. So you can get them back in the next day.
Okay.
So anyway, the first question is a problem with her partner or a personal problem? So let's have a look at her kitty feed and have a look. So now that we've got to a certain level in the game, we can actually filter the kitty feed. We've unlocked something. The kitty feed filters, so we can only show negative things that have made her less happy.
And that will help us narrow down and zero in on what her particular problem is.
Now we can see here already that her partner...
I wish people would stop interrupting my meals.
Yes, well that's probably because I needed her to come in when she was eating or something.
Oh, right, so she's missed out on
She's
a
missed
meal.
out on a meal. She's a
That
bit
that would
hungry.
annoy me as well.
Anyway, so Sian is introvert and Leonard is extrovert, which is a problem for her. It's not necessarily a problem, but it does get on her.
Yes, you can have a
testicles.
negative opinion about it, but it isn't necessarily a problem.
She got upset with Leonard about not doing the chores.
Oh.
But she's worried here still.
Yeah,
so
she's
the
still worrying.
problems-
We're going back through her things and she's still worrying.
She's a bit depressed that she doesn't do anything with friends. We could have a look at that one.
No, it's
Oh,
a
see,
part.
look, we've
No,
got
it is a
strike,
partner,
so it's a
Leonard.
partner.
We know it's something to do with her partner,
Do
Leonard.
you think it might be chores?
It might be chores.
Let's have a look.
His behaviour. Yes.
Should we do chores?
Okay.
No, it's not that.
And we did intimacy. We did. Is that
No,
what found
we
on?
asked about personality last time,
Are you
didn't
sure?
we? I don't know.
I can't remember now.
Let's have a look.
Leonard likes to watch TVs. Ah.
Yeah, but we asked about personality.
Are you sure?
Sure we did. See, it's not that. It must be his intimate time together.
I thought we asked about that.
What about the food? Let's have a look at the food. He didn't enjoy that. But he did it with her, so she may not have enjoyed it either.
Well, there's
Here we
another
go.
one.
She didn't like that.
Didn't
but
like
it
the
happened
food.
quite a while ago. Oh, here we go. Look, she's not impressed.
Uh-huh.
Should we try food?
Yeah, let's go food.
Yes,
Yes.
that's exactly it. She hates the disgusting slop that he keeps serving her. So you're going to read the lines?
So, what can we do about it?
I'll help you speak to Leonard about it. So either...
Okay, when should we chat about it?
Okay, let's schedule something, shall we, for the
We
next
need to
day?
confront Leonard about the disgusting meals he's been
Let's
making.
replace dossing around.
Right.
So, we've
that-
still got an unknown problem.
Oh, God.
She's pretty upset. She's on medium upsetness about the meals.
Yes. That's 3 out of 5 on the
On the
problem
intensity scale.
Problem intensity.
Okay, now what do we think? Do we think this one might be a different thing?
But
Like
that could be intimacy.
It could be the not doing things with friends. She's
We've
only got one
only got-
strike left.
We've only got 1 strike, so let's have a look through the kitty feed just to make sure we.
let's filter by bad things.
Yeah, filter by negative.
Oops. There we go.
Right.
Let's go back to the beginning.
Right, and we know it isn't.
It might be personality
It could be,
clash
yes,
with
yes,
her partner,
yes.
because she has gone on about that a couple of times.
What was that one right at the top?
That's just worrying.
Introvert. No, the introvert one. There you
Yeah,
go.
so should we do that?
Yeah, let's try that. Problem with the partner.
No.
Oh, no.
Oh dear.
She's got a personal problem.
Oh dear. She
She's
needs to get down the clinic.
Oh well.
Right then, that's enough of that. We haven't got any more problems to talk about. We could schedule time with a friend, but we won't do that today.
No.
Alright then, bye love.
We've seen a successful diagnosis and an unsuccessful diagnosis.
Yes, but now we've got to compromise, haven't we, Alan? We're just waiting for the compromise to happen, which is where she's going to talk to her partner and trying to get him to follow some advice.
So they can resolve the problem.
Yes. So let's fast forward. We've got a couple of appointments. You can see they're on the clock. Let's have
Do
a
we
look.
want that? Is that
Oh,
the
no.
one?
We're going to skip that. Let's just leave that. Leonard needs our help. I'm sure
Yeah.
he'll cope.
Leonard will be fine. That's probably the
There,
one.
there she is.
Confront Leonard.
Yes. So we're going to go in and compromise with Leonard. She hasn't got any friends.
Well, she's only just
She has been
to
moaning
tell.
about it.
She's not nice enough.
Darling, was there something you wish to say?
Actually, yes, I've got a. I'm not doing the right voice. Actually, yes, I've got a bit of a problem I need to talk to you about.
Oh, what is the nature of this issue?
Meals together.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, Leonard, the meals you serve me are really disgusting.
I'm very sorry you feel this way, Darloid. What can I possibly do to alleviate the problem?
Right,
Serve
well,
me meals I enjoy. Looks
yeah.
like a good. So here we get to choose what advice. Now, sometimes in the office, you'll be able to give her advice if it's a particular kind of problem. For example, if she's got a problem with a place in town, you can compromise in the office at the time of the diagnosis and give them advice to stop going to that place. But if it's something to do with their partner, then their partner needs to compromise usually. And this is where we are now. So we get given a choice. And I think serve me meals I enjoy seems like the obvious choice, doesn't it?
yes. I was thinking maybe you could serve me meals I enjoy.
I see. If you can provide 3 valid reasons, then I will definitely consider it.
So it's difficult because she's 3-star, which means we get a very tiny sliver on the
Ooh.
compromise meter, which is what this is.
We're going to cheat.
Should we cheat?
Let's cheat.
We've got lots of money.
There you go. And
There
that,
we go. That makes it a bit easier. So we've got to stop the needle in the good bit. The green bit or the pink bit will get us more days of compromise.
well, Leonard, I'd really appreciate it.
Please continue, darling.
So what we've got to do is we've got to get enough points to get into the, at least the green, and the higher we get, the more days compromise will follow.
And we are into the green already, but if we mess up and get an orange or a red, you'll actually lose.
You'll lose points, yes.
Yes, you'll actually. Oh, there you
There
go.
we go.
I think that should do.
7 days
And
compromise.
I love you from the bottom of my heart.
From the heart of my bottom, my love for you is of the greatest magnitude. Compromise accepted. I will serve you meals you enjoy, as you suggested.
So this is like real life, because when someone agrees to change, normally they get a bit bored of changing and they don't last forever. But as long as they make enough of an effort, it can make you not mind the problem anymore. And this is
Yeah.
kind of what we're simulating here. It's very realistic.
Is there anything else that requires discussion?
No.
Not that I can think of.
Super optimal. I'm pleased we had this discussion. Love you.
Hooray, I'm really lucky. Leonard is so understanding.
Fabulous. By the way, kittens, we have turned the music off. There is new music in the game, which you'll be hearing soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil the surprise though, because it's so good.
Now, we're not going to bother with waiting for the problem to go away.
No, because that's going to take.
But what generally happens is, and we'll just explain it to you.
After a period of time.
If we go into the case file, we can see here now that Leonard is following advice to try to serve Sian meals she enjoys when eating for 6 more days. And over the course of that time, her problem should it won't get prickled as much, so it will deplete slowly.
Yeah, it will the problem will slowly, gradually fade away.
So the longer he follows the advice, the more likely her problem will go away. Sometimes if you don't give them the advice, if they don't follow the advice for long enough, if you haven't done well enough in the compromise game and the problem is severe, then it will take perhaps 2 sets of advice in order to get rid of a problem.
Yeah, you might need to bring them in again and give them the same advice, and then that will get rid of it
completely.
Completely, yes. If it's a really bad problem.
The other benefit to advising them, because sometimes what you can do is look at the symptoms in the kitty feed and just fix the problems before they arise. Because, well, that's just looking ahead, really.
Yeah, it's preemptive problem solving.
But if they are worrying about something, it's best to advise them, even if you haven't got a piece of advice currently because you aren't equipped to give it to them. You can still give them any advice, even if it's wrong, and it will stop them from worrying.
Yes.
So that's another tactic you can employ.
Yeah.
Now, one other thing to bear in mind, we showed you the level up before, didn't we? Where they proposed to each other.
Yes.
One thing to remember, kittens, is that if you've got problems when you try to level up, those problems become problem penalties. So when the wheel of destiny fills up, the best segments you've got, the pink and green ones, will get written over by your problems that the characters have. So a red segment will appear if it's a red undiagnosed problem, and an orange segment will appear if it's an orange diagnosed and advised problem. So less severe but still bad if you land on it. So it's very good to get rid of all their problems before they level up. But anyway, that's enough of that silliness. I think that's enough for one episode. We will show you another level up soon. I think we'll show you the wedding.
Yeah, that would be exciting.
And perhaps the salon next time. But if you've got any questions about what you've seen, or any demands or requests for things you want to see next time, leave them in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also follow us on all our social media. So anyway, all the details are down below in the description. Also, you can buy Kitty Powers Matchmaker already at kittypowersmatchmaker.com. But anyway, let's say goodbye, Allan.
Goodbye, Allan.
Goodbye, Allan.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.